Welcome to From the Stands, your one-stop shop podcast for insider access and in-depth interviews with your favorite Billiken coaches and players. Be sure to follow the show on Twitter at Billiken Podcast for the latest news on future episodes. Now, here is your host, Billiken Athletic Director, Chris May.
Welcome back, Billiken fans, to From the Stands, our podcast where we talk Billiken athletics all the time. It's a great day. We have two of our women's basketball players here with us today, Peyton Kennedy and Ken Calhoun. They're here training. They're fired up because they got an early morning workout today. Good morning, women. How are we doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah. We're doing great.
Great.
That's what I'm talking
great.
about. It's an exciting time. Get the summer training going on, coming off of a great year. I've got all these stats, but everybody knows your stats, okay? You guys have won. You won the NIT. We won the A10 championship a year ago. But now you turn the page, right? You turn the page. You two have to take a leadership role. Not have to. You get to take a leadership role, right? How do you look at summer in taking the next step with a new team? Because it's a totally new team, right? I mean, we've had some people graduate. You've got young ones coming in that you get to train. How do you look at what you really want to get out of the summer?
I mean, just being able to lay the foundation. Like, there's a standard of excellence here, and when we start in the summer, we get to already lay that foundation and that core that, this is our expectation, this is how we're going to do things, and, we're going to do it that way, and, there's nothing to that. But just being able to already lay a foundation for our newcomers is just an exciting feeling. And then with newcomers, they also bring the joy because they don't know anything about SLU. Mm-hmm. They're freshmen. Some of them are freshmen. Some of them are fifth years. So just the levels of hey, I'm here. I want to be here. And I know nothing about SLU, so teach me. And it's just joy that they bring, but also that seriousness and that competitiveness that we need. It's exciting. I love the summer.
So, okay, Peyton, both of you guys are veterans now, right?
Yeah.
You've done this. You've done this before.
Yeah.
How do you help the new ones? How do you pass that down?
Yeah.
And how much do you remember your first time coming in going, holy smokes, I'm drinking from the fire hose? So how do you help? How do you put your arm around them and bring them along?
Right. You don't know what you don't know. And that's just the beauty of life. It's the beauty of being able to be older and pass that wisdom down and having that knowledge. I mean, I remember my freshman, sophomore year, it was a struggle just being able to balance school, basketball, creating relationships on and off the court, getting along with each other because we're here every day, and that's hard to do. It may make it look easy, but it's the hard work outside of when you're on the court and you play a game. The background stuff that matters the most. So our core values, how we uplift each other every day, our patience with one another, how we healthy competition is always very important. So yeah, just being able to wrap your arms around each other, freshmen, newcomers, returners. Also, we have to remember we also have to have each other's backs. It's a group effort, staff, supporting staff, players. Yeah, it's very exciting because you get a balance with newcomers, freshmen. It's like a youth to the program, and it provides comedic relief in a way, just laughing with each other, the innocence of the freshmen, and just being able to guide them just like we were guided our early years.
The joy of being a freshman.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Ken?
Being a freshman.
It's a full circle moment, honestly, because remember when I think they're making me remember when I was a freshman and I had women like Coach Day at the time and Kyla, just those women who helped me in that space. So just to be able to give back and to them, it's almost like your civil duty. But just a full circle moment that's just wow, look how far we've come, and here, come on, I'm going to show you the way, I'm going to lead the way, so that when I leave here, you can do the same that I was taught, and then the cycle continues.
Passing that legacy down is important, is it not? So let's talk basketball for a little bit. So come off of regular season, went decent. We go into the A10 tournament, get beat in the semi. We were close. Had an injury to one of our starters. And then you go on this WNIT run. And what I was so impressed by is we kept getting better. We played our best basketball at the end. How did you stay focused? I know it seems like forever ago, probably. You guys have already moved on. But to our fans, how did you stay locked in and continuing to get better each time?
I think just the belief we had in each other. I think we felt it in the A10 tournament, how great we could be and how we've reached that level of excellence just a little bit. And then we wanted more and we wanted more. And I think that starts with the coaching staff and how they believe in us and them reminding us over and over again how we can get to that level of excellence that we've been trying to reach all year. Just took longer for us to get there. But when you see not only like yourself getting better every game, but a group collectively trying to succeed and wanting you to succeed as well, it's like inspiring. And I think there was a lot of ups and downs throughout the entire process. People were sick. People, our bodies are hurting at that point in the year. But I think we were so determined that we wanted to get this. We were like, we're already here. And we said this every day. We're already here. Let's win the thing. Like, we should.
Why not us?
Why not us? And we deserve to be here. We've worked hard. As long as we trust in the process and trust in each other, trust in the coaching staff and what they have for us, we'll be unbeatable. And we were.
It was so fascinating because it was like the survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
right.
It really was.
Because you talked about your body's getting tired. Yeah. Everybody's bodies. I mean, you're playing in April, right? Mm-hmm. You've been playing for a long time, so I was so impressed how you guys kept at it and at it and at it. Mm-hmm. But the amazing thing for me is how great we played in the final game.
Yeah.
And when we buried a Big Ten team, I mean, it was unbelievable. Ken, you've always been known. I mean, you're a good player, but as a defender, right? You take great pride in being in the all defensive team and all, you get leading in steals and all that stuff. How have you, I don't want to say you just focus on that, but how have you taken pride in really locking people down?
Yeah, I think one of our just values of this team is that we dictate and disrupt. So, if you can start that, it's like a trickle-down effect for everybody else on the team. And just being able to show that tenacious effort, like, I think immediately with this team, our defense will improve by far because we just have tenacious women on the defensive end. And, that's something that we all strive to be. So, if I can start that with my ball pressure and picking up full, then that helps everybody else. So, and I think with the WNIT, it was just an opportunity. Like, we didn't know if we were going to be able to do a postseason tournament, but when we were able to, we were like, man, this is our opportunity. Mm-hmm. So whatever you bring, you have to bring. You have to bring it every day. So it was just almost like seizing that moment, seizing that opportunity. And I think if you look at our last games in that WNIT, everybody brought what they bring to the table. Right. Whether that's the bench being vocal and loud and saying what you think we should do, or if you're on the court, setting screens for Pay to get open, defensive, like just whatever you bring, I think that everybody brought it. Mm-hmm. And so just that opportunity, I think we all seized that moment for sure.
Well, I think you did for sure, especially you set the tone on the defensive end to go the other way, right? Mm-hmm. And then Peyton. So speaking of the other end, not that you don't play defense.
No,
I'm not saying you don't play defense. There's a balance. But as I talk to Coach Tillett often about your offense, and she talked about at times you pass up shots. Mm-hmm. I've never seen a scorer pass up shots. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, Peyton. But how did that run continue to build your confidence, especially on the offensive end?
Yeah, I think I would attribute it more to my teammates, honestly, like them every day in practice telling me to shoot more, them in games telling me to shoot more. When I get the ball, Peyton, shoot it. Like those like words of affirmation really help me believe in myself. Also, like I do exercises myself to be like, all right, Peyton, you're either going to shoot it or you're going to pass it up and turn it over, and that's worse than you missing a shot. So I think just changing those mindsets for me was important, and just realizing, again, seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment. We might not be here again. Why pass up a shot? So that could be my last shot, or I could miss it, I could make it, but I shot it. And also knowing that if I shoot the ball more, if I pass it more, that also gives more opportunities for my teammates. If I'm making baskets, then they're going to guard me heavier than my other teammates will be. If I pass it to them more, then I'll be more open. It's like it's a give and take. So just realizing that balance, and I'm working on it, and I'm working on trying to navigate to shooting more and balancing giving to my teammates as well.
Well, it's been great watching you both develop.
Yeah.
And now developing into the leaders that get to help lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty cool thing. What would you want to share with Billiken fans on what they should expect from this year's team coming out? You just talked about, Ken, about it being a different team, about defensively having a potentially a little more tenacity with some of the new pieces that came in. What should Billiken fans expect? I know it's early, it's only June, but you're setting the tone now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what should they expect?
Obviously, like on the offensive end, like we can score the ball. Just being able to run up and down the floor, just being a high-level team on the offensive end, I think you'll see a lot of that because we do also have a lot of returners who know the offense, and you know when you're able to put minds together, you know it'll be magical on the floor. And then on the defensive end, we're going to be tenacious, like. Tenacity, like that is
you
literally
like light
the
up
word.
talking about defense. I like
She
this.
loves
I love it.
Just tenacity, like we're going to be a tenacious team from the start. Immediately, we have some length to our roster, and we have some just rebounders who are just relentless on the boards now. So it's going to be a good season.
What do you think, Peyton?
I think you're going to see a lot of joy. I think as a team, and it's one of our core values, like just being able to play, be competitive, but still have that joy and that love for each other. And that you can tell it just radiates throughout the whole, the stands, the people that are there to support us. Season tickets are still going out, so we'd love to get more of those and just share our experience with everyone else and share that joy and love that we express to each other every day. Like she said, the defensive end, we're really working on it this summer. Just getting ready, to being vocal early, being in positions, stances early. I think that's just so important to navigate through now, so that way in the season when we get to those tough times of adversity, it'll become more of an instinct rather than we have to keep working on it.
Belief and joy.
Belief and joy.
Kind of like our executive producer in his
Oh, there we
Boston
go.
Celtics jersey over here.
Manifesting it.
The Jordan, he's got his full belief and joy going right now. Last question. What do you guys want to get out of this summer?
Seeing that it is my last summer in college of being a student athlete, I think I don't have to be here. Like I get to be here, and just realizing that these women aren't going to be around me every single day for the rest of my life, which, you know, it hurts a little bit. But just being able to be around women and surround yourself with people that want you to succeed, have the same goals that you do, and not everything in life, everyone in life has those same goals. And I think just embracing it and being able to, you know, embrace the hard moments and the adversity and not, you know, deflecting it or being like, oh, like complaining about it. I think I'm trying to learn from it more. And yeah, I think I'm just looking forward to getting to know new people in my life, and those people could stay in my life and be at my weddings. And, you know, that's also just so exciting, and being able to, you know, be in the community and still create relationships my 5th year is important to me too.
Sounds like a good plan. How about you, Ken?
This summer, I just want to work on our team chemistry. That was such a big part of our run as well. Like outside of the basketball, we were able to really connect on, just connect on another level outside of the court. And just, you know, getting to know my new teammates. Obviously, I'm working through an injury right now, so I've had to take a little step back for just my progression this summer. But it's just been amazing to learn my new teammates. And obviously, you know, we have freshmen, and they keep us young. So just being able to navigate that space and, you know, be a leader for them. And I think we talk a lot about how do we maximize our 24 hours as a team. And I think that's something that I'm learning to do while not being able to spend 24 hours on the court.
Right.
But just being able to maximize the times in live, in practice, on the court, off the court. So that's something that we've really been trying to work on together as a team. So
Seizing the moment, enjoying the moment with your teammates, getting the belief system, building team, and then having a little joy. Having a little fun, maybe a lot of fun.
Doesn't hurt.
Hey, we are unbelievably proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Great job. We can't wait to see you go this fall. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, have a little bit of fun this summer while you're training and getting ready.
Yep, we
can you
will.
do, Peyton, can you do that?
Maybe a little bit. I'll let you know in a few weeks. how it's
Great.
going.
I have great faith in both of you in that. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Until we do it again, Billiken fans, thanks for joining us, and go Bills.
Thanks for listening to From the Stands with Billiken Athletic Director Chris May. Subscribe to our podcast in the iTunes Store and have the latest episodes sent straight to your phone. Go Billikens!